Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thanks so much for watching today. So I picked up a few new things and I thought we'd try them today. Let's start with this. This is everywhere. Everybody has been loving this. This is the new Matte Beauty Blush Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. Brand new. Mine is in the shade Pillow Talk. I know. Okay, so there were three shades. There was one really vibrant, almost like strawberry red, and I was like, I'm afraid. And then there was a peach pop that looked more pink, and then a pink pop that looked more peach. Like, I was confused. I don't know. This was the only one that I was like, yes, perhaps. So let's just, yeah, there we go. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I'm just going to, oh, wow. Let me just show you how easily that blends. Like, what? Okay. Hello, Charlotte, I see you. So I'm gonna squeeze up just a little bit more product. I'm gonna close the wand. It has this little mechanism here where you can twist it open and twist it closed. I've never liked these wand sort of applicators. They get really gooey and ooey after the first several uses, but she's brand new. It should be pretty good. Let's just, and I don't know if I can like dot on both cheeks and blend. I've got a little bit of cream bronzer on. The only part of my face that is set is underneath my eyes, corners of my nose, chin, and right here across my forehead. I don't have anything on this portion of my face because I wanted to see what this would blend like. I don't know, part of me is kind of wondering how is it gonna do if I set my face and then I wanna add blush, but I'm not sure I'm ready to try that today. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of this on, hoping that's not too much blush. And I'm taking a clean, kind of large blending brush, and I'm just gonna start stamping. Wow. That was remarkably easy. This is kind of when I wish I had worn a kind of contour instead of a bronzer, because I feel like the bronzer color is kind of fighting a little bit, but oh, it's very pretty. Let's do the other side. Okay, the one thing I'll tell you is out of all the products that I have tried like this, in this kind of squeezy tube method, this is the easiest formula. The contour, Hollywood contour, the glow wand, and this, they blend like, I wasn't even looking, they blend with no effort. I think sometimes having a large synthetic brush like this can really be helpful, but I'm really liking where this is landing. I'm gonna add just a little bit more on this side. I wonder what happens if I just tap it with fingers. I feel like I got this a little higher, like underneath my eye than I expected it to. I just was kind of not paying attention and going. So I'm using what is left in my sponge just to kind of, you know, blend the edge here. This is super easy. Okay, I know I talk a lot of like frustration about these types of products that come in these squeezy tubes with the cushions. You know what though? I get it. It's super easy. It, you know, dots on, dabs in. This formula is really nice. And I feel like it brings color without being too overwhelming. And I do think, let's see how buildable we are here. I do think that it has potential to build. And I feel like, you know, and it looks good and it doesn't look patchy. Boy, I'm really impressed with this. And I better be for the price tag because 38, 42, 40 something, I don't know, it was in the $40 range, was not inexpensive, but this to me is going to be a welcome addition on a day when I gotta go and I don't have a lot of time to blend something difficult. I'm reaching for this. All right, so from the very high-end luxury end of things, we're at the drugstore. I have been watching Makeup Maven, and she did a reel recently talking about, was it a reel or a YouTube short? I don't remember. I watched some short form content about the best affordable, underrated eyeliners at the drugstore. And you know, I have been looking for a liner that is going to stay in my upper waterline and then not go anywhere. And this is like one that really surprised me. This is $4.99. This is the LA Girl Ultimate Intense Day Auto Liner. I have the shade Deepest Brown. I would say I'm not gonna get another brown eyeliner, but it's like, it's, you know, if it doesn't work, it was only $5. All right, that's not smart of me. Oh, did I just pull off the wrong end? Is that it? And oh, it's right here. Okay. All right, so this is what it looks like. Let me just, boy, that glides. That is really nice. All right, so I'm gonna line my eye first. I always start by putting a little bit, like as close to the lash line as I can manage, and then I'm gonna get to the tight lining part. All right, here we go. All the way in the upper waterline. I always do that. I don't know why. I always think I'm not going to, not this time, and inevitably I do. All right, I like the way this looks. It went on really easily. I feel like I'm, you know, there's the smallest little bit of transfer, but I'm gonna give it a minute to completely dry, put some mascara on, clean it out, and then see where we are. So let's put on some new mascara. I know. Everyone's talking about it. I'm curious to see whether it's really that good. Now, we don't need to talk about mascara gate or lash gate or whatever they're calling it, but there are some pretty bold claims to this mascara. If you're looking at the brush, this right here is considered the front, and then you tilt it sideways. This is the side of the brush. And this has special types of bristles on it that have hooks on the end to be able to lift and lengthen. You're supposed to be able to get about 5 millimeters of length out of this. Now, I don't have special eyelashes. They're short. They kind of point downwards. They're not voluminous. I don't have anything special going on. So a good mascara makes a huge difference for me. So I'm going to start first by turning it the front way and pray that I don't poke myself in the eyeball. And the idea is that you brush from the root to the tip. And this is when I ask, is there anything on this? A lot of times people will pump the wand. Don't do that. Just kind of rotate it in there. And sometimes when it goes in for the first time, like as they're manufacturing, there's not a lot on there. And kind of rotating it in the tube itself will definitely get you some more product. Oh, hello, there we are. Wow. I'm gonna stop there on this side, but this is feeling very, the lash itself feels a lot heavier than a lot of other formulas that I use, but I'm gonna do the other side. All right, so I don't like this for lower lashes. I don't, and it does feel a little heavy on my lashes, but I'll tell you, whoa. First of all, there's a lot of volume. I got a lot of build with this. And normally when my lashes are right on the verge of getting really spidery and really gunky and kind of clumping together in like 3 or 4 little wet clumps, it takes like a spoolie or a lash comb or something. And I was able actually to kind of separate them enough that I'm happy with it with just this brush. Okay. All right, L'Oreal. Now, here's the deal. I hate mascaras that are difficult to wash off. This says it's supposed to wash off with just soap and water. I guess we're gonna see. But as long as this doesn't smudge or transfer, this really looks like a pretty, like I'm getting a really nice effect. I'll have to check back with you. I got one of the new About Face Cherry Pick lip color butters. This is that type of kind of gloss in stick form that I really love. I have ones from I have ones from Makeup by Mario. I have, oh boy, what other ones? Oh, the one from Hourglass, the Phantom one. Like there's a ton of products that are like this, and they're continuing to get released. The ones from Tarte, the Maracuja, Juicy Lips, like this is such a popular type of product. And I like that we don't have to pay the $21, $22 for the Tarte, you know, the $20+ for the more high-end ones from Fenty, from Makeup by Mario. Like this is $15, which I feel like is still expensive for the drugstore, but I'm really curious. I have the shade Kiwi Fuzz, and I'm trying to figure out, I did want to use a new lip liner. Ooh, look how juicy that is. Oh, hello. I cannot wait to get this on, but I'm trying to figure out which lip liner to use. I have loved the Essence 8-Hour Stay Put liners, but they don't make anymore. They apparently changed them to the 8-Hour Matte Comfort liners. And the shade that I picked up is the shade Cinnamon. And I think Cinnamon, it's a little warm-ish. I feel like there's a little bit of rose in this Kiwi Fuzz. This is one from Beauty Pie. This, oh yeah, there we go. This one's in Chai. So I'm going to put down just a little bit of Chai. These Wonder Gel Longwear lip liners from Beauty Pie, I think are actually really nice. Wish they had a better shade range, but if you like a brown leaning liner, you might really like Chai. Let's put this on. I've been really curious about this. It's one of those that once you click it up, you can't, like, you know, it's once it's up, it's up. There's a lot of products that are like that. So this is definitely a lot kind of softer overall. You know, it has a sweet but artificial scent to it. I can't really tell what it smells like. You know, this is really a comfortable formula. I like the way that it feels on the lips. I've always liked these liners from Beauty Pie. These are great. They're not new. This shade is new to me. It's one that came in a recent Beauty Pie order. But this right here, I like the way that it feels on the lips where it's hydrating. It has some tack to it, so I don't feel like it's going to be going everywhere. I don't know. But it also doesn't feel so like glossy, and like there are some other products like this that once you start putting it on, it's like if you're not careful and deliberate, it's like whoa, and you're outside of your lip line faster than fast. This feels like it's going to stay put and that it's not going to instantly melt and start going places, but it still does have that juicy shine. All right, the truth is I didn't expect this lip look to be this dark. That's kind of not what I'm going for today. So I'm going to take this off and just put on the lip butter. All right, let's go again. Yeah, this is kind of more the Speedo's going for today. Oh, I like this. I wish the one in red had been in stock because, oh my goodness, I like the way I like the way that it feels on the skin. It has a little bit of stick to it. In trying to describe the way this feels on the lips, I keep coming back to slightly tacky, slightly sticky, but not in a bad way. And the reason I say that is sticky sometimes with lip products is synonymous with like, oh, no, thank you. I don't want that. The older I get, the more I need something that has a little bit of grip to it. Maybe grip is a better word for this. It's got some grip to it, because if it's completely buttery and full of those luscious, delicious hydrating oils, sometimes the formula just melts into all of my lip lines, and the next thing I know, I have like color just spidering out everywhere and I look like a mess. If without that added little bit of grip, sometimes something like this that is supposed to be, I mean, it's actually called a lip color butter. It leads the connotation where it's silky and it's comfort, and it is silky and it is comfortable, but that little bit of grip is going to keep it from kind of spidering out. And that's what I need. I'm 48 years old. I don't want product kind of like trailing into all of those fine lines, melting, and then just like, you know, going everywhere. No. No, thank you. I feel like this has potential, and I'll have to see how it wears today to not actually betray me and like end up with like a little line like all the way up here above my lip line. I feel like without liner, it's gonna probably do a really good job of staying intact, staying within the lip line. But if you add another layer on, it doesn't really feel grippy anymore. Now it feels really kind of plush. I'm really intrigued by this. I have not tried anything at all from About Face, but when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's my type of lip product. Here are all the new things I tried today. I'm gonna get back to you on these. You know what though? Before, I just realized I hadn't actually taken a look to see if I have any more transfer in my lower waterline. Boy, I'm pretty impressed with this $5 liner from Essence. Okay, yeah. It's holding up. It's only been a few minutes since I put it in, but normally a lot of other liners are starting to show that they can't handle this sort of wear. cross your fingers with me that we found a good one for $5. All right, thank you so much for watching today. I will get back to you, let you know what my experience is with these as well as other new products I have been trying. I will give you an update. Let me know what sorts of things are calling to you. Are you kind of excited about drugstore launches? Is there something coming up that really has grabbed your attention? Or are you kind of leaning more towards those luxury products, you know, the ones that everyone is talking about? Let me know in the comment section down below. Have a great day. I will see you again soon.